In modern football, strikers face many challenges for various reasons, especially those for whom large sums of money are paid and instant results are expected, which is why they have to deal with immense pressure and criticism, even if they are useful in other aspects of the game. Therefore, Darwin Nunez's story is very illustrative in this context because many still laugh at him for numerous missed opportunities. But in this video, I want to explain why he is one of the best strikers at the moment. After his transfer to Liverpool, the Uruguayan found himself in a difficult situation due to the high expectations of the club's fans. This was because after his phenomenal season at Benfica, where he scored 34 goals in 41 matches, it was evident that the Reds fans expected the same from him in his first season. Many didn't take into account his goal-scoring record before this. Only playing in Segunda for Almeria, he managed to score 16 goals in 30 matches, and in his first season at Benfica, he scored 14 goals and made 12 assists in 44 matches. However, after that successful season, Liverpool paid 85 million euros for him, which clearly pressured Darwin, especially because Erling Haaland came to Man City that same summer for only 60 million euros. They were compared, and the advantage was clearly on Haaland's side. Additionally, for many Latin Americans, moving to a country like England is not easy because of the colder weather, environment, and a new league where they don't speak Spanish. That's why it was expected that he would need time for full adaptation to the new team. But even so, in his first season for Liverpool, he scored 15 goals in 42 matches and made 4 assists, which doesn't seem like a failure to me, especially because most of the games he played as left winger. However, fans and spectators expected him to start scoring goals right away. But Jurgen Klopp had his own ideas about how he wanted to use Darwin Nunez, considering that he started to move away from the false 9 role and wanted to gradually rebuild the attack with a traditional number 9 up front. But why did Klopp initially use him as a left winger? As it turned out, the answer was simple. The thing is, they needed a striker with defensive skills, and at that moment, Darwin couldn't fulfill that role. It was much easier for the Uruguayan to meet the opposing fullback on the wing and drop behind him in line than to effectively mark a player in the center and simultaneously cut off passing lanes. However, this season, Darwin has made progress in his game. He started to play more and more in the center and showed his skills in adapting to new functions required by Jurgen Klopp. Plus, he has become much better at playing off the ball, and his move to the center of the attack has influenced his effectiveness, as in 40 matches he has already scored 16 goals and made 12 assists. He still has problems with finishing, but I think he will start scoring even more in the near future. Also, one of the aspects he is constantly trying to improve in is psychology. His psychological portrait can be described as typical for Latin America. A difficult childhood, his family was poor, his parents worked non-stop, and football was practically the only social ladder for many kids in those areas, like Darwin. He dreamt of becoming a footballer and lifting his family out of poverty, but he was an insecure boy. It wasn't until he was 14 years old that he entered the Peñarol Academy, but because he found it difficult to be away from his family, he returned home. However, the academy directors managed to persuade him to come back and convinced him that sooner or later he would succeed. At the age of 16, he tore his ACL and disappeared from football for a year and a half, thinking it was the end, but his family supported him. When he debuted for the main team, he immediately suffered a knee injury, underwent surgery once more, and spent 3 months recovering. But thanks to his talent and natural abilities, he managed to return to the pitch and play at a professional level. However, he admitted that after these injuries, he considered quitting football and focusing on something else. But within just a year in professional football, he caught the attention of many European scouts, and in the summer of 2018, for 13 million euros, he moved to the Spanish club Almeria from Segunda. There, he was able to win over fans with his game and become a crowd favorite, but after such a successful season, he was sold to Benfica for 34 million euros, where he needed time to adapt. Despite constant knee problems, he managed to finish the season with solid statistics. However, fans of the Lisbon club considered that he was a flop. Also contributing to this was manager Jorge Jesus, who constantly pointed out his flaws and criticized him, affecting his confidence. He temporarily closed his social media accounts to stop reading and reacting to hate comments. This yielded results in the second season, and he was able to show a high level of performance again. But after an expensive transfer to Liverpool, problems arose again due to the high price tag and high expectations of the club's fans. This uncertainty and constant pressure led him to miss chances and made him a meme. After receiving a 3-match ban following the match against Crystal Palace, Jurgen Klopp started working more closely with Nunez, and as we can see this season, it paid off. When provoked, he doesn't react and instead scores goals. Klopp's anger management definitely helped him believe in himself. They also started improving his physical condition. His natural abilities are ideal for a striker, as noted in the academy, and in Almeria, he started training more often in the gym to improve his physical physical conditions, also working with Klopp helped him improve his speed, which is crucial in Liverpool's high-energy style of play. But there are still areas that Darwin needs to work on, and that is finishing. According to statistics, he ranks in the top 3 for the number of shots on goal, but his conversion rate is not the best. Last season, it could be said that this was due to the constant injuries of players who were supposed to assist him, and because his position was on the left wing of the attack. However, this season, considering that Mac Allister and Szoboszlai are playing and Darwin himself now plays in the center of the attack, he still struggles to score consistently. Why is that? In my opinion, it's not just about psychology, but also about the fact that in his best season at Benfica, he didn't have to work on defense, and all he needed to do was score goals. Bad luck also plays a role, as hitting the framework of the goal 11 times in a season requires effort. Additionally, if you notice, Darwin excels in lightning-fast goal scoring, but when he needs to think about what to do with the ball, problems arise. His desire to play unconventionally also affects the final stats. In the end, I can say that Darwin Nunez has everything it takes to become the perfect striker. Considering the fact that he is only 24 years old, he will be able to improve his game over time as he has the desire to learn and enhance his playing style. In addition to this, the assistance of managers like Jurgen Klopp and Marcelo Bielsa, who are very meticulous about how their players tactically perform, helps him understand the game and his shortcomings. So, I believe that in the near future, he will be able to normalize his statistics and become an even more dangerous striker. I can confidently say that the next Liverpool manager is being prepared on almost ideal ground for a successful debut season for the Reds. In addition to the players themselves who will be tactically trained, they will also be mentally and physically prepared for any demands the manager, whoever it may be, places on them. Whether it's Xabi Alonso, Julian Nagelsmann, or even if the team is led by Jurgen Klopp's eternal successor, but God forbid Thomas Tuchel, let's hope that it will indeed be Xabi Alonso. Besides the team itself, Darwin will be the perfect multifaceted striker for him, able to execute all the ideas of the Spanish specialist that he prepares, and I'm sure he will be able to do it. By the way, if you missed it, I released a video about what Liverpool will look like after Jurgen Klopp's departure. I highly recommend watching it, but I would like to ask you a question. Which feature or characteristic do you love or hate about Darwin Nunez? It would be really interesting to read your answers in the comments because almost all footballers have something we love and hate in them. But in the meantime, thanks for watching, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and love this game. Also, check out some of my other videos on the channel, as you can see on your screen. My name is Ole, and I'll see you next time. By the way, before you leave, thanks everyone for 10,000 subscribers on YouTube. It really means a lot to me, and I hope one day to see more people enjoying my content and takes on football. Now for real, see you next time.